law in Washington, signed by Governor Inslee, would extend the foster care cutoff point from age 18 until the age of 21. Senate Bill 5908 was signed by the governor in March and goes into effect June 6. Advocates who pushed for the bill to pass it call it monumental legislation. According to the Washington State Department of Social and Health Services, 41% of youth who exit foster care at the age of 18 experience homelessness or housing instability. But for youth who took part in extended foster care, that was reduced to 23%. I also believe that this law is amazing. I believe that a lot of local governments, state and federal, are paying for the same person 3 times over. I mean, you're paying for the foster care, they're paying for the homelessness, but you're also paying for the crime that happens in the neighborhoods, the incarceration that starts to follow, the unemployment, and worse than that, the violence that causes on other people or the sex trafficking. So this cost is local, state, and a federal cost. The manpower for one child that is not helped in foster care is a severe burden on the system, let alone the damage it does to the life. Oftentimes, when you're in foster care and you're aging out, they have nowhere to go. And so predators, so people like pimps, people like gangs, they understand this. And so that foster child person is at risk to so many different predators that would love to have them pushing their agenda on the street. And that costs a lot of money to the local and state governments. It costs a lot on the social side to the people that live in those communities. Also in the article, it says, if you're a parent, you don't tell your kid on their 18th birthday to go figure it out and go figure college out. That young person is able to return home on vacations and during the holidays. Young people in the foster care system, they don't get that opportunity. At least they didn't. And that's sad because so many kids get kicked out of the foster care system with what? Another trash bag? They no longer have a social worker that helps guide them. They don't have a family member that they can talk to. And it's not like when you come out of foster care that the system gives you a bunch of paperwork, a bunch of birth certificates, a bunch of history so you can go and find your family, that you could go and find your relatives. I just did an article about kinship care. So when they kick you out the system, it's not even like they give you a bunch of kinship care paperwork. Hey, we know that you're leaving the system. Here's your aunts, here's your uncle, here's your whole family tree to help you. Maybe you can reach out to them. Maybe we can help you reach out to stable people in your family. If I'm not mistaken, even when you're incarcerated, they don't let you just come home to the streets. You have to have a particular house that you're going to when you leave jail. So when you have almost 200 people per adoption agency leaving at 18, where are those people going? I tell you where they're going. They're going straight to jail. Some of them are going straight to homelessness. Some of those people are going straight to places where we don't want them to go. The government has a job to do. It's to take care of the less fortunate, to take care of those that need a step up, a hand out, a hand up, a hand to lift them up. If you don't do that, then we can't complain, oh, our streets are riddled with crime. We're going to do something about people who are participating in theft. Then you have the fire department. I'm in Camden. We're talking to the fire department, and they're talking about how abandoned houses are being set on fire. Who you think that's being done by? Maybe some kids, yeah. You don't think that's being done by people that are that have nowhere to go? You got trap houses. You think that it's a bunch of drug dealers only in the trap house? No. The trap house is not only for drug dealers, but it's for people that don't have anywhere to go. They have no money. They're stressed out. So they're definitely doing drugs. They're definitely hanging in abandoned houses. So yes, fires being started by homeless people, by homeless kids. Those homeless kids, those homeless adults, more than likely was definitely in our system. And that's a shame because that puts a burden on our police, that puts a burden on the fire department, that then puts a burden on our medical examiners when they got to come out, find kids, find people who are not identified, they have no identification. Something to think about.